Hey guys, what's up? It is just a random Saturday. Clearly my cell phone is sitting on my steering wheel, which is fine and dandy. I saw somebody else do this once to make a video, and I figured, what the hell. I wanted to make a video that's different from the ones I usually make. I usually just make them, my updates to do with my transition. This has to do with my transition, however, it's on a little bit more meaningful subject. I'm actually on my way right now to a town about 3 hours north of where I'm from. And it's about a town of 2,000 people, so not a very big town. I actually lived there about 10 years ago when I was 21 for about a year and a half. And, I'm kind of nervous to go back. I'm going for a benefit. My ex-girlfriend's brother's son, who I think he's he's gotta be 5. He has leukemia, which sucks. He's had it for a while, but he seems to be toughing through it. I'm not really sure what the prognosis is long-term or anything, but I know he does a lot of chemotherapy and stuff like that. I don't know. It's a sad situation, but anyway, we're gonna go have a benefit to try and get Eric and his wife some money. I mean, they're probably 27 and 25 or something. I mean, they're just really young parents, and they got another baby on the way. Anyway, just a crazy situation, but I'm really excited to be going. The only thing is, and again, the reason I'm making this video is I'm going to see all these people that I haven't seen in 10 years, people that were part of, my family for a while. I dated my ex for 5.5 years, so, it was obviously a very big part of their lives for a while. So all those people that know I'm transitioning, and dozens others that don't, and we're talking probably people that I had worked with when I lived up there, and just people around town that, everybody knew everybody there, and I was, at the time, identified as a lesbian, and I was the only one. I mean, I was like the first one they saw, the token lesbian, so everybody knew who I was, whether they liked me or not, and, I'd like to believe that I opened up a lot of people's eyes when I was there. I know when I first started dating my ex, her mom kind of had an idea that we were dating and met with us and basically cried and told me that I needed to leave her daughter alone and that I was disgusting and whatever. I mean, it was a classic case. So that's what you get in a small town, and I get it because they just haven't been faced with those situations before. Well, again, your family's great. I can't wait to see them. On the other hand, though, now there's this transition stuff put into the mix. So they got over the lesbian thing. This is a different story, and I'm nervous. I'm also nervous for, I hate to say it, but I'm almost kind of nervous for my safety. There's a lot of pretty notorious people that live around that town that really don't give a shit about much. If they don't understand something, they're the first to judge and to, who knows what could happen. I don't know if you guys have ever seen the movie Boys Don't Cry, and I'm not going to say that it's like that. I'm not going to get raped and murdered or whatever, but it is a reality that being trans, I have to face that. Trans people get harassed constantly. I think there's some significant number, 97% of trans people have been harassed. 80% of trans men, such as myself, so female to male, have been sexually assaulted. There's just these huge numbers, and they're so sad. And again, like at work too, it's like 95% of the people at work have been harassed at their job, and it's just a fact of life. I get it. I don't approve of it, by any means, but I feel like I'm different in that sense, where I really do understand where it comes from. It's ignorance, and it sucks, but it's everywhere. And all I can do, and all anybody and all you guys can do, all anybody can do, is just to educate people. And me personally, I can be myself and be as good of a person as I can be to everybody around me, so that when they do find out, they realize that I'm a good person and not, maybe not what they had expected out of a trans person, or what they have heard or seen on TV, or just their impression. I'm a good person, I'm still me, no matter what. So But, you know, until people get to that point, there are going to be murders, and there are going to be rapes, and there are going to be assaults, and it's like, you know, today I'm staying 5 blocks from the VFW. I mean, I'm going to a VFW for a benefit in a town of 2,000 people. That alone is kind of a scary thought, you know. I mean, it's a small town, you know, and then I'm staying at the motel, the local motel that's 5 blocks away. And if I want to actually go out and have a good time with all these people I haven't seen in a few years, you know, I want to have a couple of drinks, and I want to let loose and just, you know, hang out. And I'm probably going to end up walking back to the motel. Well, I brought a knife with me, and I know it sounds stupid, but you kind of have to. I mean, who knows? I mean, I'm different, you know. I'm different than the next person, you know. I'm different than a lot of people, and people don't understand it. And people, when they don't understand something, they get offended, and your adrenaline takes over, and you never know what can happen. So I'm a little nervous about that. You know, I guess that's all I really have to say. I mean, I just wanted to kind of throw it out there that this is something that I'm going to have to face, at least in this little in-between period, you know, from, I mean, I don't technically pass as a male. I mean, some people think you know, at work the other day, a guy kept calling me sir or whatever, and that's always awkward because all the guys that I work with know me as a female, so it's like I feel fine with him saying it, but I don't feel fine when he says it in front of them, and then they all start laughing, and it gets really uncomfortable. But anyway, that's beside the point. You know, I don't pass as male, and people get confused when they try to read me, and that just really offends people. It's something I'm just gonna have to learn how to deal with, and everything's been a-okay, you know, so far, thus far. But situations like this, it kind of makes you get a little on the defense a little bit. So wish me luck. I'm sure I'll be fine, but you know, it's just gonna be really awkward. Even with the people that I do know, the family members of my ex and my ex herself, you know, I'm sure it's going to be a little bit awkward when I first get there. But I think after a couple drinks start flowing and everybody starts catching back up again, everything will be great. So I'm really looking forward to it. I've got another probably 2 hours before I'm there. You know, and we'll see how it goes. I mean, if it gets too awkward, I might not even stay. I mean, it's only a 3-hour drive. It's not going to kill me if I have to, you know, turn around and drive back home. But I really think it'll be okay. But the point of the video is keep that in mind. I mean, for anybody who isn't going through this situation that watches these videos, these are things that we have to deal with on a daily basis, and it sucks. It really does. But it's the price that I'm going to pay to one day feel like I can walk into a room or, you know, a restaurant or a gas station or anywhere, or a bathroom. Jesus Christ, a bathroom, that's the worst. But, you know, one day I'm going to be able to walk into any situation and not feel like everybody's staring at me, like everybody's trying to read me and question me. That's something I've dealt with almost my entire life, and it's just getting old. And I can't wait. I really can't wait. So, again, anybody who's watching this, thank you so much for being so supportive. I'm blown away by all the support that I've gotten from my family, my friends, and now my work. My work knows. It's just amazing. So, you know, keep it up and spread the word that we're not terrible people, and we're just like everybody else. So just trying to make our way in the world and trying to do everything we can to feel comfortable every minute of the day. So peace out, guys. I'll talk to you next time.